Breaking today, the implosion of the Sussexes. Meghan Markle's actual charity scandal and as ever claims have finally been exposed. An astonishing double blow. I'm firstly grateful to them because they pushed the book up to #1 on Amazon. And secondly, I'm not surprised. For them, any criticism is always poisonous and damaging, particularly from me. But I can assure you, it's very well sourced. And it's true. That's the point. It is actually, unfortunately, true. We didn't plan for everything selling out in under an hour. Watching those metrics happen in real time, it's already sold out. Because I'm business-minded, I'm immediately thinking, okay, well, how good, how embarrassing. A website glitch, that's what cracked the whole thing open. Someone at Netflix forgot to lock a product page. And for 47 minutes in February 2026, the entire as ever inventory sat exposed on a public URL. 220,000 jars of jam, 90,000 candles, 80,000 tins of flour sprinkles, and 70,000 bottles of rosé. $10 million in unsold products sitting in Netflix offices across Los Angeles, with employees reportedly told to just take it home. And I love that quote from a Netflix insider. Their offices were covered in as ever products. There was just so much jam everywhere. Jam they couldn't sell. It's pathetic. It really is. That $10 million figure is where this story starts. Not because it's embarrassing, but because it's the final line in a financial collapse that stretches back 6 years, across 3 major deals, 2 charities, and 1 very specific warning given by someone inside Buckingham Palace before the wedding even happened. He, on the other hand, couldn't find an English woman who wanted to live with him. They all fled because of his depression and paranoia. And here is a woman, Meghan Markle, who became his safety net and provided what he thought would be the emotional support, love, and security he was desperately looking for. And so it seemed at the beginning. But since then, we've seen how she has completely exploited her position and become a global star at the expense of the British royal family. Tom Bower's new book, Betrayal, doesn't just describe the mess, it puts a price tag on every failure. And the numbers are worse than anyone outside the Sussex camp expected. Here's what makes this different from every other royal book. Tom Bower names the sources. He cites the documents. He walked into the Invictus Games himself and counted the empty seats. And when the Sussex team called his book a deranged conspiracy, they made it the #1 bestseller on Amazon before it even shipped. The Sussexes will only talk to people who repeat their own narrative, and who they can control. So the idea that you could get the truth from them is a contradiction. And before we go any further, everything I'm about to walk you through is sourced. Tax filings, corporate registrations, and verified trade reporting from Variety, Newsweek, and The Hollywood Reporter. The analysis is mine, but the facts are on the public record. And those facts tell a story the Sussex PR machine has been fighting to keep quiet for 3 years. But here's the part that should bother you most. The financial collapse isn't random. It follows a pattern. And that pattern was predicted, by name, by someone inside Buckingham Palace before Meghan Markle even walked down the aisle. She decided she didn't want to be a real princess, because being a real princess involves duty and responsibility, and caring about other people. Instead, she wanted to be a Hollywood princess. So she split her husband from his royal family, signed massive deals with media companies, and then all her projects flopped. Catastrophically bad things are happening for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Archewell is essentially done. Any aspect of their charity has collapsed completely, and it's been revealed for what it always was, a publicity stunt. Pull up the Archewell Foundation's 2024 tax return, the Form 990 filed with the IRS on November the 15th, 2024. The number jumps off the page. Total revenue, $2,142,653. Total expenses, $5,151,228. A deficit of nearly $3 million in a single year. That's bad. Obviously, they were expecting a lot more money to come in, and it hasn't. In fact, it seems a whole lot of money is flowing out, and very little is flowing back in to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. This is worse. $2 million of that $2.1 million in donations came from a single unnamed donor, one person. The entire fundraising operation, the galas, the outreach, the branding, brought in roughly $142,000 from everyone else combined. The foundation's donor base didn't shrink, it evaporated. They were completely and utterly willing to throw aside the people they were supposed to help. And now we have a situation where it's just artifice. It's just there for show. Charity Watch, the independent watchdog, requested the Sussexes' financial audits 3 separate times between January 2024 and January 2026. 3 times. No response. Charity Watch assigned Archewell a question mark rating. Not a bad grade, a refusal to grade because they couldn't verify where the money went. California's Attorney General noticed too. The foundation's state registration expired in May 2025. Before that, in May 2024, the AG issued a formal delinquency notice, temporarily banning Archewell from raising money in the state of California. The couple's own home state told their charity to stop asking for donations. Meghan Markle praises herself constantly as this great humanitarian, but when you really think about it, what has she actually done? Even before she married Prince Harry, she was part of World Vision, but dropped them as soon as she got engaged. If she really cared about the organization, why not continue working with them? But no, she just threw them aside as soon as she could. Now look at the expense side. Over 47% of program spending sits under a single line item called Other, described only as outside program consultants. 5 separate contractors each received 6-figure payments for something called programmatic strategic support. That's consultant speak for, we can't tell you what this money bought. Meanwhile, Executive Director James Holt's salary climbed from under $60,000 in 2021 to $245,000 in 2024. A 280% increase inside a charity running a $3 million deficit. And that would be bad enough on its own, except this isn't where the financial bleeding started. It's where it accelerated. Because the real damage happened at Netflix, and the numbers make Archewell look like a rounding error. She's claiming she sold $36 million worth of jam alone. If she had done that, let me tell you, Netflix would still be with her. They would still be backing her to the hilt if she was making that kind of money. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will still get paid millions of dollars for doing absolutely nothing, and that's just by Netflix. Everything she touches turns to disaster, and I think every creative person or investor behind her knows it's an extraordinary risk. She's too toxic to touch. Everyone remembers the headline, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle sign a $100 million Netflix deal. It sounded like a MIC drop, a royal couple leaving the palace and landing the biggest content deal in streaming history. Except, it wasn't $100 million. Variety reported, citing 2 direct sources inside the negotiations, that the actual figure was closer to $60 million. And a portion of that money paid Archewell Productions staff salaries, not Prince Harry and Meghan Markle directly. The headline was the brand. The reality was a corporate overhead agreement. In 6 years under that deal, the Sussexes produced 0 scripted shows. None. I don't think anybody at Netflix could have seen the show before it went out. It's not entertainment. It's not edifying in any way. It's really, really bizarre. The animated series Pearl was cancelled. 2 film adaptations, Meet Me at the Lake and The Wedding Date, remain stuck in development. The content that did ship tells its own story. The Harry and Meghan docuseries performed well. Everything else cratered. The Polo series ranked 3,436th on Netflix's most watched list, reaching just 500,000 households on a platform with 280 million subscribers. With Love, Meghan landed at 1,124th place, pulling roughly 2 million views. The exclusive deal expired in September 2025. Netflix replaced it with a first-look arrangement, the same downgrade they gave the Obamas. What's the title of her show? With Love. Meghan. For what? Who wants to watch Meghan Markle bake a pie? Then came As Ever. Netflix expanded into Meghan Markle's lifestyle brand in August 2025. 7 months later, on March 6, 2026, they walked away entirely. Here's where you need to hold 2 numbers in your head. $60 million in, 0 scripted shows out. Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos reportedly unfollowed Meghan Markle's Instagram and the As Ever account. 2 Variety sources, 2, not 1, said Ted Sarandos would not get on a call with Meghan Markle unless a lawyer was present. Netflix called that claim absolutely inaccurate. But when asked whether the working relationship had been positive, they declined to comment. The internal mood, according to staff quoted by Variety, was captured in 2 words: "We're done." I watched the Harry and Meghan Netflix documentary. Before I watched it, I wasn't a fan, but after hearing their side of the story, I disliked them even more. Now here's the part nobody talks about. The Netflix failure didn't happen in isolation. It's the 3rd collapse in an identical cycle. Spotify, Netflix, actual. Same pattern. Launch with a royal name, promise premium content, underdeliver, blame the system, move on. 3 deals. 3 outcomes. Same playbook. Last year, Meghan Markle said, "American Riviera, that sounds like such a great name. It's my neighborhood, a nickname for Santa Barbara. But it limited me to things manufactured and grown in this area. I've been waiting to share a name I secured in 2022, and this is the moment. It's called As Ever." Before that, American Riviera Orchard. Remember that name? Meghan Markle launched it with golden calligraphy, handwritten notes, and a branding strategy built on one idea. Artisanal Montecito luxury, small batch, handcrafted, from her California garden to your kitchen. The US Patent and Trademark Office rejected the name twice. Geographic names can't be trademarked. This relaunch has descended into farce. Officials in the Spanish town of Mallorca have accused the Duchess of Sussex of copying its traditional coat of arms for her brand logo. It looks very, very close. Harry and David, the gift company, filed a formal protest, arguing the name was too similar to their Royal Riviera brand. The name was dead before the first jar even shipped. Meghan Markle rebranded to As Ever in February 2025. Then came the supply chain detail that turned into a punchline online. The confirmed supplier for the jams and teas. The Republic of Tea, based in Novato, California. Not Meghan Markle's kitchen, not a Montecito farmhouse, but a commercial facility 60 miles north of San Francisco. Meghan Markle told Fortune, "The original name limited me to things manufactured and grown in this area." That's a polite way of saying the artisanal Montecito story was always fiction. But the pattern stretches even further back. I would not pay $15 for this. I feel like I'm going to be sick. It's like eating printer paper. The Spotify deal, reportedly worth $25 million, produced exactly 1 podcast, Archetypes. 12 episodes. And then silence. The deal ended on June 15, 2023. Spotify's head of podcast innovation, Bill Simmons, went on his own show and called the Sussexes grifters who did 1 series and then disappeared. "I mean this sincerely. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, we don't give a. America doesn't care about you. $25 million. 1 product. Sound familiar? Count the failures. Spotify, $25 million. 1 podcast. Netflix, $60 million. 0 scripted shows. Plus $10 million in unsold jam. Actual, $2.1 million in, $5.1 million out. Charity Watch refuses to rate it. American Riviera Orchard, trademark rejected twice, rebranded, supply chain exposed. 4 ventures. 4 collapses. And every single one launched with the same promise, that the Sussex name would carry it. Now remember that palace warning mentioned earlier. Someone predicted this before the wedding. And what happened to Prince Harry's most personal charity, the one he called his life's work, proves that warning was right all along. Queen Elizabeth II advised Prince Harry to wait a year before marrying Meghan Markle. According to a new biography, before the 2018 wedding, a senior palace official, part of a team led by the Queen's assistant private secretary, Samantha Cohen, sat Meghan Markle down for a formal briefing. 14 staff members were assigned to help her transition into royal life. But I actually think she was love-bombing him. Completely love-bombing him. Playing along with all their plans at the time, saying, "Of course I want to live in South Africa," because he really wanted that. She was playing along. Lady Susan Hussey, the Queen's Lady-in-Waiting and Prince William's godmother, visited Meghan Markle personally at Nottingham Cottage to offer guidance. It was reportedly ignored. That same official allegedly told Queen Elizabeth II directly that Meghan Markle would cause serious trouble and was unlikely to last in the royal family. The warning was specific. It was documented. And it was buried. Now here's where this connects to something most channels haven't touched. Prince Harry's African charity, Sentebale, the organization he founded in 2006 to help children with HIV in Lesotho, the one he called his life's work. Tom Bower's book reveals it imploded. The new chair, Sophie Chundorka, commissioned a brand analysis across 50 organizations and donors. The findings were devastating. Prince Harry's personal brand value had collapsed. And Meghan Markle, according to the book, had actually damaged what remained of his brand. Audi pulled its sponsorship. A major Japanese philanthropist cancelled funding, removing roughly 23% of Sentebale's income overnight. Sophie Chundorka reportedly told Prince Harry directly, "People don't want to be associated with your Netflix shows, and especially not with Meghan Markle." Prince Harry's response? He compared himself to Johnny Depp, arguing that Depp remained a box office star despite his legal battles with Amber Heard. That argument didn't land. Sophie Chundorka shut it down. "We need American corporations that want to support your mission, not you personally. They don't want your victim narrative." Prince Harry reportedly tried to fire her, and failed. By March 2025, Prince Harry, Prince Ciso, and all trustees resigned. He walked away from his own charity after being confronted with the truth. When Tom Bower published these revelations, when excerpts appeared in the Times on March 15th, the Sussex team's response made things worse. They called the book a deranged conspiracy. They attacked Tom Bower's credibility, but they didn't deny a single specific claim. By Monday morning, the book was #1 on Amazon, on pre-orders alone. The same Streisand effect seen before with Spare and the Oprah Winfrey interview happened again. Same pattern. Same result. Tom Bower estimates the Sussexes require roughly $3 million per year to maintain their lifestyle. Their Montecito mansion, purchased for $14.65 million in 2020 and now valued at $29 million, carries property taxes exceeding $155,000 annually. Private security costs between $2 million and $3 million per year. Add staff, maintenance, and travel, the burn rate is massive. And the income streams that once supported it? Netflix, diminished. Spotify, gone. Artuel, bleeding. American Riviera Orchard, rebranded after trademark failure. Speaking engagements and Better Up remain, but those aren't enough to sustain an empire. They're stopgaps. And looming over everything is the title question. In October 2025, King Charles III removed Prince Andrew from royal roles via a royal warrant. No Act of Parliament required. That decision created a constitutional precedent. Reports suggest Prince William plans to issue letters patent early in his reign, stripping Her Royal Highness and royal titles from all non-working royals. Royal historian Andrew Loney called Prince Andrew's treatment a warning shot across Prince Harry's bow. Tom Bower puts it bluntly. Prince Harry fears Prince William will show no mercy. And without the titles, without Duke and Duchess of Sussex, the brand has nothing left to sell. Look, none of us were in those rooms. We're all working from public information. But that information tells a consistent story. Someone inside the palace warned them. They ignored the warning. Every venture since has followed the same arc. Launch with the royal name. Promise something extraordinary. Under-deliver. Blame the institution. Move on. 4 times. Same cycle. Same outcome. And the same people acting surprised it happened again. Tom Bower says the marriage isn't over, but the financial pressure is intense. The real question isn't whether they survive this. It's what happens when every revenue stream is shrinking or gone, the titles are under threat, and the one asset they built their post-royal identity on, the Sussex brand, is worth less than a warehouse full of unsold jam. But the financial crisis is only half the story. Because what Tom Bower found at the Invictus Games, the event Prince Harry created to honour wounded veterans, is even more concerning. 43 paying spectators. 100 people gathered for photos. And one person at the centre of every frame. That story is coming next. If this is the kind of content that keeps you informed, consider subscribing, because this story isn't over. Not even close. This is BritLeaks, where the real royal stories get told.